gotta get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go.
Welcome, everybody. It's Thursday night, and it's Crypto Talk with the Greek. Yeah, I invited Prado. I said, Prado, they can't kick you off YouTube forever. You always are welcome on my channel. I invited him on, but he's sleeping. He's got work at 2 a.m. But Prado said, guys, I'm going to send a message to my fans, to everybody. So you're going to see that in a few minutes. I just want people to come in so the most people can see Daniel Prado's message to the community. He sent it to me. He said, play this, Greek. And also, he asked me to tell you guys, if you are on Twitter, go find his post where he's pleading to YouTube and tag certain things. Tag Team YouTube and at YouTube in your comment. The more people, the better. Let's get Prado out of YouTube jail. And while you're at it, now you get to see the Greek. So what can be better? Help out Prado, but also watch the Greek. Sorry. Today we have Crypto Pride with me. He's going to be on for about an hour. You can also check out his channel. He is on his channel as well, streaming. We have Fowler joining me. He wasn't live this afternoon, but you get him now with me. And Chris Cruz, who is the Testnet Vol champion, 759 Testnet Vol. This guy's on fire. I don't know who keeps giving him Vol, but
it's a rich benefactor.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Somebody with no life. Do you know how many transactions I had to do today? I send it to my one Vol wallet, and I send it to another wallet. And I just kept doing this throughout the whole day. And I'm like, I can't wait for Chris Cruz to go live. And I'm just going to I kept doing this. All of a sudden, I look, and this thing's at 250 Vol. I'm like, holy crap, I have no life. Boom. And then I have to give my credit. It's really having way too much time on my hands.
The last one you sent to me, I did breaking news that my vol is up 250 now.
I need to do something better with my life. I was going to keep doing it after you were live and then surprise you with another 250 on this show. But then I'm like, I have too much work to do.
Yeah.
So Igor is first today. Hi, everyone. Compton, I don't know where Compton's at. He doesn't like me. Maybe he gave me crap today because in my video I started with the Greek is still here, and he didn't realize that I'd filmed this prior to me knowing Daniel Prado had gotten kicked off. Like I filmed my intro before I went to work, and then it was just funny and then Brian added more partners, so I redid that section. But it was funny. I didn't know Daniel Prado got kicked off of YouTube, and then it started spreading. And Daniel Prado didn't even know before other people knew. So that was kind of weird. And the reason I said that is people were like, oh, the Greek's selling his ESCO. That's what a lot of Discords were saying. I was selling my ESCO. No, I just transferred 22 out to a cold wall. So I didn't sell my ESCO for anybody who wants to know. And they're like, the Greek is still here. Yes, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. I still hold ESCO. I hold actually 22.9. I lost 10% yesterday playing the drip swing because I'm a moron and forgot about the taxes. Taxes are important, guys, when doing trades, and they're very risky. They close up just as fast as your human eyes see the trade. So just want you to know that. So be careful out there. Sharon Zabari says, hi. Free Daniel Prado. Yes, we are trying to free him. New web videos. Hey, Greek. Go Safuu, go. We're all in this. Today, we got a good buy-in price. If you guys were paying attention, it hit like 340 for a split second, and then it went up. Richard Hudman says, Mr. Greek, if you can tonight, can you talk about Binance US halting trading?
They halted trade? I didn't even know that.
Well, we're going to see because I have a Binance US account. We're going to see if it allows me to transact anything. I'm going to do that. Not showing you on the screen, of course, but I will like do $1 of Bitcoin, try to sell it and see what happens, Okay. Right now, it's giving me no warnings when I just signed in. So that's a good sign. I don't know if they've actually halted trading. We'll do that in about 20 minutes. In God we trust. Good evening, Greek. We're all blessed to be part of this great Safuu/Vulcan community. May God bless everyone. Let's go. ESCO. Hashtag Safuu. Hashtag Vulcan blockchain. Hashtag Vol. Hashtag Uxie. Hashtag GVol. Hashtag Greek. Hashtag World.
It's not hashtags.
All right. We got 89 people in. Now is a good time where we can relax and enjoy some Prado because we didn't get any Prado today. So everybody's losing their minds. They're like, what's going on with Prado? So here's Prado with a message to all you, for all you worried about Daniel Prado. This is 5 minutes long for all you. So if you want to take a break, it is Daniel Prado giving us a message.
What's going on? All of my favorite people in the world, all of my fellow Vulcans here on Greek's channel. And of course, hello to the Greek. Daniel Prado loves the Greek. I've been speaking like the Greek all day today in the third person. I think it's hysterical. It's fun. I like it. So yeah, as a lot of you guys have heard, my channel got deleted. My best guess is because of the haters. That's what it is. I think what happened was as Safuugo came out, there's been a lot of attention for that. It went on both CoinMarketCap and on CoinGecko, and the fudders were there in full force. Of course, so were we. We were making our comments and everything, but there was one in particular that I didn't even get to respond to because he blocked me. I mean, I could tell. His name is Satoshi Nakamoto. And I was like, I was going to respond to him, and I couldn't because it just wouldn't let me. So I was like, oh, he has me blocked. But I think that they all probably gathered together and started going to my channel and reporting my channel. That's just my best guess, because it's a very vague reason that they put in the email. They said that I went against their community guidelines, but then specifically mentioned violence and how there was maybe some threats made. And you guys know that, I mean, there might be some things that I get pissed off about and stuff like that, but I don't threaten anybody, and I'm not showing it or displaying any violence or inciting any violence. So, it obviously is not true. So I had to go on Twitter. If you haven't gone, go to Twitter to my tweet and retweet it, and also when you retweet it, and also comment on it and like it so that it can get to the attention of what is at Team YouTube. and then at YouTube. Make sure you put at Team YouTube and at YouTube in your response, so that they can get the attention. Because I had to do what's called the thing where you try to defend yourself. What is it called? I forgot. Appeal. That's what it is. Ms. Worldwide helped me out. I had to do an appeal. But then I looked it up on other tricks to do, and a number of different YouTubers who have their channel back, by the way. So it's not the end of the world. I can get my channel back. But they said to tweet at Team YouTube, and then they get to you a lot quicker, because there's some people that lost their channel for 2 and 3 months. But these people were able to get it done much faster because of what I just told you, doing those types of things. Tagging Team YouTube and YouTube, putting together the appeal in a professional way, which I did. I mean, I wrote it out nicely. Everything that I wrote in the tweet that you'll see at Daniel X Prado on Twitter. Go there and comment. And when you comment on that, at Team YouTube and at YouTube, and hopefully it'll get done. But that's what happened. It's not. I don't think it's anything serious. I mean, the worst that can happen is that I don't get my channel back. I mean, that would be absolutely horrendous, right? But it's not like it's going to stop me. I'll just have another one, and I'll just have to get everybody to come back, which is going to be hard though, because there was almost 5,000 of you guys. So hopefully I don't have to do that. It was a nice growing channel, and it was going to blow up even more, obviously, when you guys did come to watch me every single day, every time I do a live shot. So. Hopefully this all gets resolved, and then I can get the channel back. But it's going to be with your help, obviously. So do what you can. Go to Twitter and go to that tweet at danielxprado.com and do the retweet. Also comment on there, tag at team YouTube and at YouTube. Just help me out a little bit, okay? But obviously, I'm sure you guys are having a fantastic time here with Greek. Greek is a fantastic person. I love him to death. And his channel is fantastic also. Obviously, he's doing a great job. So that's all I got for you guys. I don't want to take too much time. I know Greek has a whole show planned for you guys with what he's going to talk about and who he has on the show. So I just wanted to let you guys know everything is okay. It's not that I did anything wrong. Nothing happened. It's probably most likely a FUD attack. So I'll get back as soon as I can. But that's going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your show. I will see you guys next time.
I was so shocked when he sent me a video, and I looked at the time, and it was 5 minutes, and I go, wow. Prado kept it to 5 minutes. First applause. I was like, he knows. Keep it the Greek length. 5 minutes. No, I'm kidding. Jesus. Okay. So Prado needs our help. So guys, you'll see on the bottom ticker that I finally put up because I forgot to earlier in the show. Please go to Daniel Prado on Twitter and post Dan's tweet at Team YouTube, at YouTube, in your comment. So just do whatever we can to help Dan. I called him after work today on my ride home, and I was expecting to just say, hey, how you doing? 5-minute conversation. Poor Greek spent an hour, 45 minutes on the phone with Prado, so that guy can talk. And he had a lot of talking to do because he didn't get to do it for you guys, so I had to be the brunt of all the talking. I'm just kidding. Love you, Dan. Love you. So let's help him out. Let's see what we got. Any questions, guys? I want to talk Safuugo. Today we got a bunch of new liquidity pools. Let me bring up Deck Screener on my phone. And Richard Hudman, good news. That's a rumor you're hearing about Binance halting trading. I sold $1 of BNB and I bought $1 of BNB, and both transactions went through without a hiccup on Binance US. So that is a rumor if you've heard it, or if they're thinking of maybe halting it. Who knows what's going on anymore with anything. So we got some new pairs for Safuugo. We're at the BNB pair, Kiwi, new pair. We have obviously Safuu. We have 1 token. We have Esco and Drip. We have Fetch AI. We have BNB Pot, and we have 2 token, which I have to add 2 token on my pairs list on this.
Yes.
So 8 pairs totally right now. and more are coming. We're going to have 500 of these suckers. And one thing I want everybody to know, and when it comes to the burn, and they're like, well, why didn't the price raise because of the burn? What the burn is going to do is help us in the future. It's not for like the gains right away. And what I mean by that is we at full supply where we were at 45K before, we burned 5,000 the first night, obviously, because you have everybody buying it. You have a lot of transactions. That's going to burn a ton. 45K is where we were at. We were rebasing 450 a day. By burning down to 28K, you just lowered your burn. You just lowered your rebasing down to 280 a day. Now, once more is in the liquidity pools, you build more liquidity pools, and it's not sitting in wallets. Those liquidity pools, they essentially, with Drive, they're not rebasing in the liquidity pool. So basically, Drive is just right away vaporizing all that rebases. So the more we have in liquidity pools, the better it is for us. There's about 760 in the BNB pool. As that gets, there's a certain percentage too that Drive likes to operate where it starts vaporizing, so it keeps it at a good level. And you'll know when Drive kicks in because you'll see the price. Like I think 2 days ago it kicked in. It was like at 400 and went up to 450, like that. That's how you know Drive kicks in. And we're getting close for Drive to kick in. And so I'm excited because everything seems to be working. You got a healthy LP, you got a healthy looking chart. You have all these pairs. Now you get some complaining. Greek, they're complaining, Greek, there's no arbitrage. And what I say is, yeah, there is arbitrage. It hits, just like that's gone. So if you're missing out on it, don't worry about it. Don't trade if you don't have to. Just stay put, collect your rebases. You don't have to participate. I know Brian said, there's going to be arbitrage, but don't participate if you're going to miss out because you don't want to hurt your bag. The smarter thing to do is to just pick a side and try and swing.
Yeah.
Still risky because if you don't know your entries and your exits and you don't understand the liquidity pools that you're operating in, obviously if you're picking like drip to do it in and you understand that there's only 42 ESCO in that pool, so what's that mean? It's more volatile. So your sells and buys are going to have much more price impact. So you've got to factor in that slippage as part of your gains. It's very tough to do. It's very tough to do. I would not be swinging my whole bag. Like I say, I do half an ESCO. So that is smarter. If you're doing your whole bag, you're going to get wrecked. You're going to need higher slippage, and you're going to be out of profit very quickly. So that's one thing with slippage and how it's going to affect your trading. If you are unsure about anything, just sit back, relax, because the protocol is doing its job. Okay? The liquidity pools aren't just about arbitrage. It's about bringing in people from those communities. Maybe people are sick and tired of holding drip for the last year and it just going down in price. And they're like, whoa, this ESCO thing's paired with drip and I can use my drip to get in without paying a sell tax of 10% to get in BNB. I can get into ESCO for 1.5%, and it brings new people in our community. So that's what the LP pairs are really there for. So thank you all for tuning in. I see your comments here, just saying hello. If you have any really important questions, like you just don't get something, how something's working, I am happy that Prado did come out and say he was wrong on the way he was doing the arbitrage. You can't just sell into the Safuu side because it's a higher price. Because remember, when you're transacting in that pool, the price might be $450. You're transacting, yeah, you get your Safuu that's worth $450 in value. But the only way to realize that is to sell into the BNB side of that Safuu pool. That's what gives it its value. The second you transfer back into Safuugo, you're transacting in that higher price pool. So one Safuugo is worth $450, whatever it is at the time. So you're just getting back your Safuugo minus the taxes you paid. So all you're doing is swapping taxes there. It's a surefire way to lose. The only way you can make money is if somebody sells into that pool and the price goes lower in the time you go swap in and swap out. So I just want that to be known because some people were like, I tried it, I lost money. Why did I lose money? And I'm like, really, you had no chance to gain money. You had chances to gain money. It just would be luck of the draw. So I just want people to know that that's how that works. You can't just, once you hold ESCO, you're not tied to a pool. And I want that to be known too, because some people still think once they hold ESCO, they're like, I bought it in the Safuu pool. So does that mean I'm in the Safuu, getting the Safuu price? I'm like, no, you're getting every price. So you just pick and choose where you want to sell it. Like, you can do that. Like, if you want to sell it and you don't want to sell it all into the BNB pool, you can sell half and Esco into a bunch of different pools and help out the whole ecosystem. You know?
Yeah. Like this morning, I know Safuu was at like I was like 477. Then Safuugo BNB was at 400. I was like, wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was like a $77 difference.
Now, this is a great question, or great, just getting our thoughts, because this has been, I've been seeing it everywhere. And my answer today on my video, I don't know if anybody watched it. I always get shocked when I see people watching my video. It humbles me every time to know that you guys actually watch my stuff and actually care what I say.
Yeah.
So, and that's, trust me, I do feel that way. So when I talk like this, it's not just me. This is how I actually react every day I see your views. So thank you so much. I said follow the money.
Yep.
And
Yes. Yeah.
it could not be more true in this situation. And I know people have, you have, it's like your ex, you just want to leave her, but you just can't. You always keep something close, hold on to her tight, hoping she comes back to you. This is an ex that's gone. You just got to move on. And it's not a negative thing to people. And I get some people are like, well, I held now and I'm down money. So it's like, I don't want to go into Esco.
And the price still keeps going down, down, down.
Here's the thing. The way it's working right now, Safuu is constantly, because of its 16% sell taxes, to be equal par with the BNB side, it's going to be 16% higher. On very few occasions, it goes between 16 and 21%. As soon as it hits 21%, guess what happens? Sells into the Safuu side, and the bots eat up the BNB side, and you get equilibrium again. So it's sitting at about 16% higher on average. If you notice all the pools with their taxes, Drip is the second pool. It's sitting about 10% higher. You're going to notice that. That's their equilibrium because of their taxes. So what's happening is everybody is selling. The arbitrage is going the wrong way. Safuu is not going to increase in price. Nobody's buying Safuu. It doesn't make sense to buy Safuu paying 14% tax to come into Esco until that changes. But even when that does flip, it will flip for a split second. If BNB gets 15% higher, it will be gone in a split second, and you'll see like one or two buys come in. It's not going to sustain that. And especially when you got these other pools, like you got Kiwi now, no tax. So you can get in Kiwi and pay no tax to get in Esco, or you can come in 14%. Not enough, but the more projects you get involved, I mean, the smart money, follow the money. Where's the money going? Esco. Where did Brian move his money? Esco. Now, I know people hate hearing that, and that's not me being down on Safuu, but
this is the smart thing to do.
And I know some of you who didn't get in Esco were hoping that eventually it would equal out. In a perfect world, it would have equaled out if the arbitrage was flowing the right way, but you have too much liquidity in one pool, not enough in one pool, so that pool's constant. Safuu's constantly going to be higher. It's just unless you vaporize a ton on the BNB side and really, but then it would equal out in a second. It would be right back to where we're at anyway. So, so are you guys going to start pushing Twitter and Rumble live shows? YouTube is a bunch of communists. Don't say that. They're going to kick me off. No, YouTube's got, they do have, I will say this about YouTube. They do have a list of policies. Okay. It's very easy to forget. They do have a lot of stuff. You can't mention certain things. You can't swear a certain amount of times in your videos. Now, as for the reason they gave for Daniel saying violence, I don't see it. I don't know where they got that, but YouTube's got their ways, but they're always very vague. Anytime they give you a thing, they're vague unless it's for music. Then they go, this is why this song's in, and you can just mute it after the fact and you can clear that up. That's easy stuff. But the other stuff, I have no clue where they're getting it, why they're saying that. YouTube is kind of weird with all that stuff. And yes, if you want the platform with the people, you got to follow the rules, even if you don't agree with them. And
somebody probably complains that he screamed at me on the TV. He screamed at me on the computer.
He
called me a futter.
Probably got him on some bullying stuff, cyberbullying.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah.
Guys, just take a look at the core market cap comments. I mean, you'll see them in there.
Oh yeah. Oliver T says, my guess is he talked about Trump too much. YouTube doesn't like
Yeah.
Trump.
Right. That's true
I
too.
don't know.
I was thinking about that today
Maybe
too.
we shouldn't talk about Trump at all, if that's the case. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Remember, this is the Vulcan News Network. Please at people when you're talking. I don't know where that comment went to, but I know you said it on my thing. Because it gets me confused. Yeah, Prado's going to get back. Whether he might not get his channel back. He might not. There's always the chance.
Does it still have the Miss Worldwide channel though? Is that
got
still
the Miss
his channel?
Worldwide channel? He can utilize her name and he can have people go there. I don't
Change
know
it to
if
Mr.
they name
Worldwide.
Yeah, let's see. And here, once again, tag Team YouTube and on the Twitter post, please. And here's the link if you want. Since Prado got banned, does that mean he made it to the Trump status? He did.
Guess so.
You're doing something right when people are trying to cancel you. That's yeah. Safuu's at 17 cents. It's dipping about a steady dip every single day.
It was at 28 cents a couple hours ago.
Yeah, it's just going to keep going down. It's just the way it's flowing right now. There's really 18 and a half cents. I don't know where they said 17. We just hit 400 again on the BNB price, so we're looking pretty good. It recovered pretty nicely. Everybody's wishing.
I think 400 is the floor, to be honest.
It really is. I mean, unless Dio makes bets with people that it's not the floor. Dio made a bet, and then I think some people just sold so they can win the bet because it was a 3 ESCO bet.
What was the bet?
3 ESCO that 400 is the floor, and it wouldn't dip. If it did dip below 400, it wouldn't stay there for more than a minute or two. And it hit, and it stayed there, and Dio actually paid it up. So actually, I was actually finding it kind of funny when it dipped. I'm like, oh man, poor Dio. Somebody did this, probably saw and is playing games, but who knows?
Yeah,
who knows? So Rich Hudman wants to know what coins have a tax when swapping to BNB. So we're gonna go. Kiwi is no tax, so that's a good one.
Token.
One token has 1%. 2 token, I don't know what the taxes are, but you need to get in with 1 token. So really, if you go to 2 token, you have to go through 1 token, and I think there's like maybe 2.5%. I don't know. I don't know the taxes on that one. Obviously, Safuu, 16% sell, 14% buy. Fetch, I do not know about Fetch. BNB pot,
no tax.
No tax on that one either. You do have, which other one? Drip has 10%. So be mindful of Drip and 10%. If you are in Drip, which is what I'm doing now, and I've been compounding every day, which I wish I just held my Drip, you could probably just get. I'm just going to start collecting and just getting as much ESCO as I can a day, which is not much, $5-10 worth. So that's how that's working. So be mindful of the taxes. Also know your entries and exit points. When you are swing trading, you have to look at Dex Screener when you make a swing trade. Like I've been doing this so you know exactly what price you got. And if you're unsure what you need to do to be in profit, just flip it on PancakeSwap and keep refreshing. And eventually, if you see the bottom ESCO number bigger than what you actually traded out in the first place, then you're good to go. Hit that buy button. And hopefully you don't get any crazy transactions where happening at the time you're trading, because that can happen too. Remember, things are ebbing and flowing. This is fast games. Terry A says, hi, Greek. Many projects are working fast to build for Vulcan launch. I hope they realize that most of us who have been waiting to get some ROI from Vulcan may want to take a break and accumulate funds. Hey, you can do that. What we really hope for and why projects are huge is it's not about getting everybody in the Vulcan community. I think that's where people fail to realize. If we just keep going in the same circles with the same community we have, there's only so much money to go around. So I want all these projects to come on. Yeah, it will be great if they get 10% of the community to buy in and whatever, but we do need our funds. But what we really want is 90% of those projects to be people from the outside who are only getting Vulcan for that project, because that will help drive Vulcan to higher levels. We need those people in. And that's why BNB is such a great chain. How many people do you know that just hold and transact BNB? They're all in it for all these projects, and that's what you want. You want Communities coming together, building it up. It's the ecosystem in general. That's what we really want. Thank you for holding your project back for a while. Yeah, I'm not trying to say, oh, now's the time, strike hot. You know, I want people to realize gains. I want Greek token to be something where people go, oh, I support the Greek. It's a community project. Let's support. We can make a little bit of money. You know, Greeks can do giveaways with this token. It's not like I'm not trying to take advantage of the community. It's going to come out when I think the community is in a good spot, where Vulcan's in a good spot. And, you know, there's no rush. Never a rush on any of this stuff.
Okay.
Chevy, tough week for crypto. ESCO appears to be a bright spot for crypto. Kudos for that. Yeah. You guys need to think about this. And ESCO is paired with BNB. Look at how the price is holding at this level, when yesterday BNB took a $35 dip in like just $35 dip in a day. And I did the math with how the amount of BNB that's in the LP right now. That's about 200,000 in liquidity that just went out just in BNB losing price. So BNB can recover to about the 308 range, you know, where it was sitting before and was like kind of holding in that range. You're going to see this really go up. We're gonna hit higher highs than we've been at before. So remember, we're attached to BNB, and of course, every other thing is Safuu's attached to BNB, so that's causing some of the dips. Not really getting a lot of sells into Safuu, to be honest with you, because I have those alerts in my Discord. You're not getting blown up with Safuu sells. It's just that right now there's no reason to buy. There's no buy pressure. So anything on the downward, like that's why the price of ESCO on the BNB side's holding, is because you got some buy pressure that's over counteracting. And BNB seems to found a solidified a floor at about the 261 level. So that's good. Do you know how many of the total supply of ESCO is actually sold or what is unsold? All right. So if you go to the, let's see, f.safuugo.com. All right. If you go to, let me share my screen. You know, let's present. Let's present. We're gonna do it Prado style. Sharing the screen. All right. So as you can see on the screen here, this is obviously the app. You can see highest price pool 434. You can see your APR. You can see the timer, market cap. You can see when the buybacks are going to occur. You can see total vaporized. So right now we got 28,583, and you're probably going to say we were at 28,300. Yeah, we gained 200 because it's not constantly vaporizing. Remember, we have to keep it under some sort of control, or it can get out of control. So that's where the drive comes in. There's certain mechanisms built in place. Obviously, you got your race pods. That maxi pod's looking thick right now, so that will be a nice one.
50.
There was some alpha dropped by Nacho saying when you see this thing get to green, all you have to do is transact $1 in that range somewhere, and it will qualify you for those pods. And if you see it getting towards the end, you want to be transacting at those times. It gives you a better chance. Just saying. You got your highest pool price, your lowest pool price. Right now, drip is at 380. So if you're holding drip right now, that seems like a good opportunity to get in. Get in right now. Not financial advice, but and then you see your highest supply and lowest supplies. It doesn't have lowest supply, but so if you go to these pools, if you click here where it says pools, you can see all your pools here, and you can see the supply in each pool. So this is what's available to be bought, obviously, in those pools. And then you can see what's being held, obviously. And then what's the top 6 wallets, if you go on BSC scan, they do show you exactly what's left. Obviously, they're making 500 pools. So Brian's got a whole lot sitting in those wallets. And those are not for like him to do with whatever. He's going to build all the pools. We're only at 8 pools. Just wait till we got 500. Remember, all this sitting in here, drive is vaporizing, so you're seeing it's not really rebasing. So it's getting vaporized. So whatever's excess gets vaporized automatically in these pools. So you got that. And as buys and sells happen, obviously you'll see these numbers change. And as soon as it gets to a certain spot, I think it's like 0.60 for liquidity, it vaporizes and you get drive action, which drives the price up. So that's just some action there. That's how you can tell what's roughly sold. So out of 28K, you got about 770, 1100, you got about 1300. And I don't know what's in the top 6 wallets. I would say you're probably looking at like 3, 4K, maybe 5K still out there to buy. So, but it's constantly vaporizing. You're constantly doing that stuff. So it's getting interesting. It's getting very interesting on how this is all going to operate. That's a great question. And how you can find the information. There's a lot of tools out there on the app. What I hope they can do is, if you see the SCODAR charts, I'm using the SCODAR. I wish they would tell you taxes, because really this looks like you got an opportunity here when you see Safuu BNB to play the game. That after 16%, Safuu BNB is actually a higher price when you account for the 16%. So really that arbitrage isn't there. It's just showing you like it is. Now, see, and even you can see like this one, the 1% difference is probably equal right there on that ESCO 1. ESCO Kiwi is equal. That one's the only true one because there's no tax there. Safuu Fetch AI. I don't know if Fetch AI has taxes either, but you can see, make sure you always factor in taxes so you don't get burnt like I did last night.
Yep.
But remember, we're less than what is it? It was last Saturday, right? Yeah, we're less than a week into this, and to be down to 28,000, I can assure you, I wasn't factoring in that ever.
No.
Ryan said he was going to burn. I was just looking at the top wallet that he had, and it had like 8,000. I did all my math on 37K was going to be our new supply. And when he burned down to 28K, I was like, whoa. And I know you have the short-sighted people. I want my millions now. It's not healthy if you go to $1,000 right now. We'll go down just as quickly as we made it up to $1,000. I can assure you that. But if you stair step up and you accumulate at different zones, now everybody accumulating at this zone, those are going to be the people solidifying the floor when we do go up. So you want to see this staircasing. You don't want drive to just vaporize like crazy, and then we go up to $1,000 because all you're doing is providing exit like that. Okay, but if you stair step up, you'll see a healthier climb, and it's very healthy. If Khan was here, he'd say it's actually a good-looking chart. So when Khan starts panicking, that's when I start panicking, and Khan has not panicked. He's actually been saying to me it's a nice-looking chart. I wish he had told me 340 was going to hit today.
Yeah, me too.
A lot yesterday at 470 and waited to buy back in. And then the putters would have been actually right that I sold my bag. But they were wrong. I just transferred it to Hotwall. Cameron's Chronicles Effects. New commenter. Hey, Greek Safuugo fam.
Hey.
It's good to see new people here.
Yeah.
Good morning, Suppo. What the hell happened today? Barry McCockiner wants to know. Barry, you're not allowed to not pay attention, okay? You got to pay attention 24/7. This community chaos can happen. It can erupt at any time, whether it's happening in the crypto we're involved in or it's happening in your Prado and YouTube, just saying, Daniel, we don't want you on YouTube anymore. And I don't know what the heck he did. I was shocked when he told me violence. So if you're talking about Prado, if you're talking about what happened with Apollo Galaxy, they basically ran out of funds to pay out rewards. They are doing refunds. So you will get your principal that you put in back. All you have to do is go to their Discord and reach out to them. I don't know how they're doing the refunds. So that's that. If you hold Apollo is working just as it should. It was just their staking platform Galaxy that ran out of funds. So it's 1-to-1 backed in Apollo. That's working perfectly. It's flawlessly. It's going up to the right like it should. So that's that. If you heard about that, I know people are posting. They like to use the word rug all the time. And I think we're too quick to throw out the word rug. 2 token is 2% tax. So there we go. Thank you, Barry. Thank you. I think Brian Legend's brewing something. And yeah, if people are thinking he's brewing something for Safuu, maybe he is, but this is the question I ask myself. In the past, he's always brewed something because he needed to brew something. Why does he need to brew something for Safuu? How does that benefit Safuu? I just that's what I thought to myself. And I'm not trying to be negative because I know some people are like, Brian's going to take care of us. Brian's this. But what advantage does that have brewing something with Safuu when Safuu Go is working like a charm. Really, that's where the money's flowed into. That's where his baby is. Now, getting the liquidity from Safuu's and putting it into Safuu Go ecosystem is a good thing. It's going to happen eventually, you know, as people, you know.
Don't forget about the vote too.
The vote, yeah, the vote that Brian put out today about using the fire pit, obviously that would affect a lot of you. The vote is 0% right now, so it really is in favor of not doing anything and just keeping. I think he should keep. I don't hold any Safuu anymore, but I think he should keep Safuu the way it is. No need to. There are people still think it can go up. I'm not going to say nothing can happen because, you know, I don't want to be proven wrong and then people come at me. It can. But right now, if the arbitrage stays the way it does and it keeps bouncing at these levels, I just don't see the reason to buy in that pool with other pools. Now, if Brian does come out with something and give it crazy utility and gives it something, but I just don't understand why he needs to. But Brian could take a shower and change his mind instantly. And say, guys, Safuu's the best thing since sliced bread, and this is what we're going to do. And then who knows? So I could be wrong. Yeah, Jay Legend, I just talked about Apollo. They are doing refunds. Is Brian Legend creating volatility to swing trade and gobble up more ATVs, cheap price? He could. Let's see. Greek DeFi Guru, can you show how to see purchase price made through BSC scan for those who don't remember? They're selling by price. Let me go deck screen, because this is how I do it. Deck screener is the way to go. All right, can you see? Okay, so you're on deck screener. So what you're going to do is you're going to come here. You're going to be like, I want ESCO. Boom, boom, boom. You type ESCO. Right here, 398 ESCO to BNB. This is what I love about deck screener. Okay, obviously I have not used it on here, so we're going to change it because Khan will yell at me if I don't do candles. He yells at me.
Yes, please do the candles.
So you can see right here a buy at June 8th, 7:42:50 p.m. Buy 287.91. You can see the maker. Wallet A5CACF. These are the last digits on that. So let's say you are buying right now. If I were to put a buy on PancakeSwap, you could have deck screener open on the next tab and you will see your buy. You just track it to your wallet. And right here, you'll see they got 0.7207 ESCO at a price of 398.8644. So that's exactly how you can tell what your price is. So this is, I like using deck screener because it shows it. It's much easier. BSC scan is going through a lot of different things. If you wanted to, you can click on your transaction right here and it would bring up BSC scan. Is it showing the tib? No, it's not. Okay, so then it would, we'll share this one instead. Now can you see it? Perfect. Yep. It will bring this up and you can see you got 4100, blah, blah, drip token. See how it's got more stuff to go through. It's not as easy to go, but that is the transaction hash for that one. And you got 0.07284. Let's see the BNB, rep BNB. Or yeah, it's very tough. Very tough. You got to do some theatrics here, but you can figure it out. And this one's showing you why you want to turn off multi-hops, because this one was multi-hopped from Drip to Binance to Wrap BNB, yeah, to BUSD to Wrap BNB. Yeah, this one did a lot of hops. It did a lot of hops.
Yep.
So
you can also use DexView. You can just, once you go to DexView, connect your wallet, and it'll show you exactly your purchase too.
There you go. If you feel comfortable connecting your wallets to multiple things, some people don't. Yeah. This is one way where you don't have to do anything. Yeah, and remember, when in doubt, this is what you always want to do.
Zoom out.
Well, you zoom out too much here. It's a nice chart. You know, you're consolidating. I think we got a breakout coming. That's just Greek TA. Khan would probably be laughing his ass off right now. He's like, that Greek doesn't know anything.
All right, guys.
It looks like a little flag form. I don't know. Maybe I have no clue. You know.
All right, guys. I got to head out. I'll see you guys.
Uh-oh, Pride leaving us.
Gotta go to work.
It's
Tomorrow, guys. Remember, tomorrow I got a live stream at 7 p.m. And I got the drip coach on. A lot of people asked me to get the drip coach on, so he will be on as well as the live stream tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Is he the one who made those Brian Legend videos about
Yes.
buying drip?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Perfect.
All right, guys.
Sounds
See you,
good.
buddy.
Not financial advice here. Perfect time to buy. Yeah, you just got to pick your spots, obviously, with what you feel. I like the Esco drip pool. Right now, that was sitting at a low price. I'm sure that one bounced up quickly when you see opportunities like that. If you already hold drip, if you're paying 10% to get into drip, then you got an issue there. That's I'll need to walk through on how all this works. I think I did that. Notice no Johnny blockchain since Esco fiasco. I can assure you, me and him have been talking. But yeah, he's going to be on tomorrow doing a live stream. So yeah, we will hear. And I don't, trust me, this wasn't botted by just him. A lot of people botted this. I didn't bot it. I wish I had a bot. I wish I knew how to bot, but I don't. I wish I had an arbitrage bot right now, but I do not. But yeah, we'll hear from him tomorrow. And Missy Twitch says Greek needed to get ahead of Prado as an inside job. They figured me out. Cruz, they figured me out.
I saw that coming. I knew the truth would come out.
So, I mean, did I really need to get ahead of Prado? I'm kidding. No, Prado brings eyes in the community. So like he builds buzz. Love him, hate him, he builds buzz. People today didn't know what to do with themselves during the day because Prado wasn't on.
Yeah.
They got their Greek video, but they're like, it's only 5 minutes. What am I going to do for the other 3 hours, 4 hours that I usually kill at work?
Ooh.
What?
Safuugo just dumped down to 357.
Let's see. How big was that sell?
It was a nice greenish candle there, and it went all the way red. It's a nice little red candle now.
Yeah, somebody sold $9,156, and it took us from 375 to 353. Yeah, so if you're swing trading in the last 5 minutes and you sold before that candle, you just made 10.39%. And that would put you in profit if you bought it right now.
Yeah.
But if you knew that dip was coming, that's the
right. Yeah.
This is one thing that I've been telling people. And if you're going to swing trade, don't swing trade into Safuu. Don't transfer to Safuu and swing trade that side. You're better off on the BNB side. And the reason I tell them that is if you don't get your entry point, you're not stuck in a token that's reliant on, you have taxes to get out of in the end. Like if you have the BNB, you can take that and you can be like, well, I sold at 370. Wow, I like these profits at the end. I missed my re-entry point. Maybe it will come, maybe it won't, but at least you can do something with that easier. Whereas if you do it on the other side and you're stuck in, that's just my way of thinking about it. You always want to give yourself a safety net, and that's a further safety net. Like doing it on drip, now you're reliant on drip's price, because remember, BNB, you're just reliant on that price once you go to that asset. So that's just one way of looking at it. Invest in yourself. Who here thinks holding UXI token is going to be profitable? I think UXI is going to be amazing. If the blockchain is amazing, UXI is going to be amazing.
Yep.
I do own some UXI. I was hoping to throw more into it, but right now I'm just sitting back, and I'll probably play UXI once blockchain's out because I want to see what Esco is going to do. Let's see how fast this dip gets gobbled up.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as it because my price alert was 370. That's where I went back in.
No wonder you knew. I need to start setting price alerts on my phone.
Deck Screener makes it easy. I mean, it's
amazing for that.
I'm interested in to see if this gets down to the retracement is past 50%. So I don't know.
And one thing that's cool, well, Safuu, let's read this comment first. Safuu will be back once Esco's volume burns Safuu up. Might take a while, who knows, but it's only going down for a while. What? How much has it been? I don't know how much it's been burning or how much. I mean, you need buys and sells in Safuu, and it's going to take a while. It will take a while. But to me, the short-term play right now is put in Safuugo. Remember, you're not locked in. Once you transfer into Safuugo, that's 1.5%. You're getting the same dollar value minus 1.5% when you do that instant transfer. Maybe 2%, whatever. Maybe 2% when you factor in slippage if you have a big bag of Safuu. Okay? But once you're in Safuugo, it's not like you're like, oh, I'm locked. What if Safuu starts to pump? Let's say Safuu goes up 2 cents, and your Safuugo's gained $50 in that time. You're basically net positive. You can go back into Safuu and be like, I want to ride this now. You're not locked in. So you still have that opportunity. That's why I'm saying the short-term plays, park it in Safuugo. Rather, I'm not going to say do it, but that's what I would do if I had Safuu right now and I was still holding. I wouldn't keep it parked in Safuu. I would just park it in Safuugo. Wait for a dip. Like right now, it's recovered about $10 right now, $3.65.
Yeah.
So everything goes fast here. You find a dip, you get in, play the game. At least you're rebasing there too. 1%. You're earning 1% a day as opposed to sitting in Safuu where you're not earning anything. So that's where you got to think about that as well. And I know you can think, well, I lost a bunch of value, but you're not gaining value keeping it there right now. Jocko says we need extra channels as backups. Maybe all you guys on a website for an oh-shit moment. Yeah, I mean, it's tough though because the amount of work it takes to keep one channel up and relevant, it's impossible to do with 3. Especially the way I release content, daily videos. I would have to upload on 3 different channels the same video, and it would be out there. It would confuse the hell out of people, and it would actually diminish my views and my returns on the channel that I do care about and I want to grow. That's the problem. So if I want the audience to see it on one channel, now if you have 3 channels, that's actually going to hurt you for growth. It's great, yeah, if something happens. I don't want anything to happen. I put myself in a position where I don't make anything happen. I'm not going to be controversial. I'm not going to do any of that stuff where, oh my God, if it happens, it happens. I will start over, start fresh, give you the same great content. And hopefully you guys join me again. There was a lot of hatred towards Brian. No need for collateral damage. Yeah. That's how my Twitter got bye-bye before, but I was at, they got to the Safuu Twitter and they were sharing a lot of my videos. So they're just like, let's get rid of, I had 7,500 followers on Twitter. Go follow my Twitter. It's in the link. I'm at like 660 now or 640. I'm growing again. But, that's what you do. You never give up. You never let adversity stand in your way. You build, you build, you build, you fight, you fight, you fight. This community's done that. Like, Prado's going to do that. He's going to come back, and he's not going to let something beat him. And that's how I attack everything in life, Like I said, this price, $355. Now we're $369. You're seeing it again and again and again, and people are just, yeah. We do got to be responsible for your own decisions. It's true.
I mean, if you look at the chart, to me, I said this earlier. This is a healthy chart. I want to see this. I want to see some profit taking. I don't want to see a whole lot of buys and everybody's excited. The price is just going way up, and then all of a sudden everybody's profit taking, and you see a big red candle overall. Like, what happened?
Yeah, and this is why profit taking is huge. For every person who takes profit here, there's an entry point here for somebody. That person's starting point is now at this level. So for them to now take profits, it's got to reach higher levels. The more this happens, and the more you see these bunch formations like this, where it's just cycling, it groups up, and then you take that stair step up. You do that again. When you see these big pumps, and then you see this, everybody's just like, that's what gives crypto a bad name. Yeah, everybody wants to make money quickly. And I know a lot of us too who got in early who might not have gone, who got wrecked at first because of what happened with the sell-off. they might have gotten a higher price. So even there, a lot of it's bought higher. Like people's price average, there's only so far this can go, and there's so far that Drive will let it go.
Right.
Yeah, big dip, and
Yeah,
we're
now
up
it's back up.
378. See, it just it's phenomenal how everything. Yeah, Creek did a Tanya Harding on Prado. Poor Greek. What about getting Jeremy from Johnny Blockchain to talk about the arbitrage with his site? We are going to have him. I'm waiting. He was waiting. He needed a bigger server to be doing the DeFi stuff. He's going to hopefully have an arbitrage bot eventually, but right now it's between exchanges, and even that, with the tickers being the same, it kind of gets hard. So he's got to set up things, test it, but I will definitely have him on again. I think he's doing a live tomorrow, like I said. I got to find that. He did send me a link, but he sent me it in. He's back now at his home in England, so he sent me the link, and he said in England time, but I have no clue what that means to me. The wallet that sold has 100 ESCO in his wallet. Okay, so that's healthy. Taking some profit. You know. But Jay Legend says, basically, I said it. Safuu is over. I can't see it going up. I can never say never. One thing I've learned is never say never with Brian. He might find something. But what I also say is go look at Brian's comments over the past few days. He's used the word free market is decided, follow the money, and even he even said, I'm in ESCO. My loyalties lie forward with moving ESCO. ESCO is going to be moving on to the Vulcan blockchain. ESCO is the one with all 500 projects, LP pairs. So when you start seeing the big picture there, it's like Safuu's at X that you're just like holding on to at that point. And like I said, you can park it, earn 1% a day right here on a price chart that's looking actually pretty healthy. Now I can say it's guaranteed because nothing's guaranteed in life. And you can, Jeremy was live this morning. So maybe.
No. It's Friday the 9th, June the 9th at 10 a.m. UK time.
We'll figure this out.
That's what he sent me the message for it. He said,
okay. Okay. So yeah. So it is tomorrow then.
Yeah.
Okay. Safuu has more potential to X than ESCO without arbitration.
Yeah, I mean, never say never.
Take arbitration out. Let's say there's no more arbitraging because people aren't going to arbitrage with the 16% sell tax. Now that the new pools are there, that you just took Safuu out of the arbitration factor. Would you buy Safuu for 14% tax to get into ESCO? Would you buy Safuu 14% tax to hold it? Right now. And is anybody raising their hand, or are you buying other tokens with little tax if you want an ESCO? Are you buying just going in straight with BNB? Especially since the Safuu side is higher priced, and you're not getting as good of a value after the tax. So that's the problem. Now, will the arbitration always stay at these levels? Who knows? Maybe once the BNB pool, the liquidity gets the Safuu go in that pool gets thinner. Obviously, right now it's sitting at like 740 ESCO in that pool. So there's always that. You need some give and take there. So it's going to be interesting. It might take some time. That Safuu go in that pool might get down to the levels of Safuu, and now you're looking at things changing. But who knows with all the projects at what point what's going on at that point.
I can see both sides of this, but me personally, I'm not in Safuu anymore. So, but I can see people accumulating Safuu and waiting for an opportunity. But how they do it, though, that's what would concern me, because if they're doing it with the tax and all that, and
yeah, my thing is when Brian said he was buying, remember, and he brought it up to 40, and at that point, the arbitrage was flowing the other way, and you saw instantly it just went down to 33. And I think once Brian saw that, it was kind of like, Oh yeah, the free market's spoken. It's time to move my stuff into Esco at that point. Fowler's back, and we got Compton. What's up, Compton? Oh, Kinsey. Better turn that out. You're gonna ruin my monetization, man. I'm gone. What's up, man?
Just chilling.
Oh,
That's it.
Just chilling, huh? Chilling like a villain.
we're enjoying a little bit more of a dip, and my thought process of it getting down to my next leg down is 289.
Let's see. Yeah, somebody sold 3,900, 3,700, 3,900, 5,600. So those were the 5,100, 2,500.
Well, I mean,
all
we've
Taking
done,
profit.
but all we've done right now, and I know that people may not follow this and everything like that, but all we've done is done the 50% retracement. That's it. I mean, if you're following the charts and you're looking at what's going on, this is where I would say this is still healthy, but we're getting to that point where I'd like to see a nice trend heading back up.
Yeah, I
That's
think
just
we'll
my
see that.
opinion.
And here's where the confusion lied. Johnny Blockchain latest episode was released today. He released a video saying now Binance has US bots. Now he has US bots for Binance US. So you can watch that link there. He will be live Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tomorrow,
Right.
10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, he will be live. He did release a video on the Binance US bots. And I looked at my account, and they are trading on my account.
We need to double check that, because he said in the message he sent me, he said, he gave me the StreamYards and everything. He said Friday the 9th at 10 a.m. UK time. I mean, and that was like 6 o'clock in the morning here is what it came up my mind. I was like, all right. So
Let's see what he sent me. Friday 9th, June 10, 10 a.m. UK time. Huh.
is that Biz did get that from his YouTube? He's probably got the YouTube link up, right?
Yeah, maybe. 335. Things are on discount. Yeah. Still getting good volume, good amount of transactions. We have 4,081, 4,082 transactions, 858K in the last 24 hours. You're starting to see some green come in now. Very healthy chart. Yes, it is sad what happened to Prado, but just so you guys know, tomorrow, Prado's back. He is going to be doing a live stream on my channel. So you will not miss Prado. He's going to be on during the day, giving you all the stuff you can ask for while you're at work on my channel. So I'm doing whatever I can to help him. Hopefully he doesn't do anything crazy on my channel that gets me banned. Or we are all correct. 10 a.m. UK time, which is
his thing's got the live scheduled for 5 a.m. my time, 4 a.m. your time.
Well, just watch it when we wake up. So you can watch the replay when you wake up. There you go. That's so early. I don't want to wake up so early. Well, we've hit the end of the comments. I thought for sure with Esco, all the buzz, I thought we would get a lot more questions, concerns. I know everybody's worried about Prado. Prado's going to find a way. Trust me. We all love Prado. I mean, just think of it this way. The more people that dump at these price levels that hold a lot of Safuu go, the the less big whales we're going to have as we move forward, and it will be healthier for the charts. I don't know who's
150.
jumping right now because Dynorex Gaming. I'm only going to put it on the screen for a second because of the swear word. I don't want YouTube to get mad at me, you know. But yeah, I don't know who's dumping. But it happens. It happens. Is there any liability for you having Prado? No, there isn't. Prado, whatever happened on his channel, something broke policy guidelines. Oh, we almost got him. We all got him. Yeah, whatever. Something he broke policy guidelines. They said it was violence, but they don't tell you what. They just say like a blanket policy. You broke this policy. Congratulations. What did I do? You know, now when he appeals it, maybe somebody will say, well, you did this in this video, this timestamp. And then he can go, okay. But then he can't even look that up. So it's like hard to defend yourself when you don't know what you actually broke. And that's how YouTube operates. They send you an email saying you broke this, whatever. Normally they give you warnings. So I don't know why they just took him flat off. So that's been the kicker in all this. That's what's got me confused. The bot stream bringing the price down. I mean, what they're doing is creating a lot of volume. And the more that happens, the more burns are happening. You're going to have bots trading. Every protocol has bots trading on it. You know, when Johnny Blockchain gets his DeFi bots out, you guys will be able to set up your own bots and do transactions. Like I got bots working right now on Bitcoin, Ethereum, all on Binance US. I can actually see them in action. I saw like 15 transactions today. Jeremy set up a bot for that. He's using my account as a test account, and actually he supplied me with the cash there, so that's all his money that I will transfer back to him when we are done testing it. But yeah, I can see that stuff's happening. So bots aren't a bad thing, especially in this protocol. You need volume. You're going to have bots on Vulcan. So just understand that if you can't beat them, join them. Even Chris Cruz, you run bots, right?
Forex, yeah.
Yep. Forex bots making you money. You know what's the greatest thing about bots is they don't deal with emotions. And these bots, when you're thinking these big candles aren't bots. Okay, bots don't react on big candles. Bots do $20 transactions, and they
dollar cost average.
They dollar cost average. They do small transactions with low slippage so that they can guarantee you some return. So if you're seeing these bots, don't think that it's like when you see a 19 ESCO sell, that's a human being with emotion saying, oh my God, I can take out 10 grand right now and actually buy something for my house. That's what's going on. It's not a bot doing that. So it's not lowering us a ton. Yeah. Dino, I feel you. Especially my bag. It's probably down 3K from where it was at all-time high. But just remember, things can always recover. It's good. This protocol is working fine. More stuff's going to get added. You're going to get more liquidity pairs, more people, more eyes. You want volume. You want all this. Remember, BNB is down too. The market as a whole. What's his face? Gary Gensler is chaos. You know, he's doing chaos. The Safuu, with all the focus on Esco right now, any idea if Vulcan will launch by the end of the month? Vulcan is like sneaking information in there. That's what's happening. Yeah. They had the light node information talking about how easy it's going to be to set those up. So for anybody wondering, now they're going to get 5% of the revenue and they can claim daily. So it's really not bad if you're a light node holder. KYC is got a deadline by the 21st, so 13 days, I believe, for KYC. So things are moving forward with Vulcan as well. Just because you don't hear things, remember, it is rebasing. Testnet's working. You can see the rebase king of Vol. Testnet Vol is Chris Cruz. He's rebasing constantly. When I transferred him to Vol, he was like at 757. So look at him. He's rebased 3. So he's doing good. Now, it's not going to rebase that fast on mainnet because this is every 90 seconds.
90 seconds.
Minutes. But, you know, Vulcan is coming, guys. Until you hear otherwise, I always tend to believe what they say. It's getting close. I mean, you want to start, I would assume a week and a half ramp up prior to launch and marketing and stuff. Maybe more. So Who knows? Until you hear otherwise, right now Vulcan looks to be on. I just know Twitch has rules like that where someone who's banned is not allowed to be on anyone's channel no matter what. Unless they have face recognition software, and they could, but really, I don't think so. Jocko says, I'm down 16K from launch, so that should make you feel better. Hold Yoda is down 26, could be worse. Oh, geez, yeah. I chatted with a guy who said he has 10 bots that cost $3,500 each just to set up. He said he makes 5 figures a month. Is that realistic?
No way.
And paying $3,500 each to set up, that's a pretty steep. You're looking at return on your investment taking pretty long time. I mean, bots are dependent on how much you're cycling through the bots. Like they're transacting like small transactions, but like if you're putting like $100, $200, like if it's $3,500 to set up, you got to have at least 10 to 15K running through those bots to make decent money.
Yeah, and my bots, I created my bots. So they trade on me. They don't trade news. I have to manually turn them off. They dollar cost average in.
What would you say a reasonable percentage a day is, just to give people like reasonable expectations
for Forex?
Yeah,
I would say, I think on good weeks I do like a 1% a day, but those are good weeks. That's not a normal. I'm like maybe 0.5%, maybe 0.25% a day, reasonable. But there are quite a few that, because my bots are set for like swing trading, that I won't see any kind of return on any day at all, and then they'll all come through like on the third or fourth day, and it'll be a nice little payday. But no, that if there's no way I would pay somebody money to set up a bot to run anything on like virtual servers, stuff like that. There are resources out there where you can take, like I have my favorite I have like my favorite indicators. I just incorporate them into my bots as the way I want to see them. I let them run for a little bit with a small amount. The best ones I probably have 100 bots that I've created over the last 10 years. And there's a couple of them I really like, but most all of them, they run well if the market's not manipulated. So you can easily see when it's going to be by the news and stuff like that. And there's weeks I turn them completely off. I don't even want to be in anything like that. So if you averaged it out, maybe I make a quarter, maybe 0.75% like a day for the year. So it's not, and if I had a larger amount, I mean, it's a nice little extra income, but if I've seen so many people dump money into Forex and they try these bots and stuff like that, and they just get wrecked because the markets are manipulated and you have no idea when that's going to happen. Yeah. And I wouldn't give you my bots for two very important reasons. I created it for myself. It's my thing. And if it doesn't work for you because you're not doing the things I'm doing, you're going to lose money. So whenever anybody's talking about bots like that in Forex, I'm very suspicious.
Exactly. Yeah, Roy Kelly thinks everybody seems to forget we are actually in a bear market. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
When we wake up, Prado will be fine. Yeah, he'll be on tomorrow on my channel, so you'll be like, whoa, Prado's on. Kiwi took hit after Escopera. Thought it was going to help their price. This is one of the things I want to tell you about because you have one pair with good liquidity, which is the BNB pair. So I want everybody to understand.
Oh, bring the chart up.
Oh my goodness Christ. That must have been that candle right there was drive in action right there.
Holy there Jesus.
There was not a big buy at all. That candle up to 512 was the drive mechanism right there. That's
I got in earlier, but I was trying to get in a little bit later. I was going to let it go a little bit, but there it goes. But I'm in profit so I'm fine. I don't hope this kind of makes everybody feel a little bit better,
Wait, who is down 3K? We just gained it all back in one candle. Now
Yeah,
it's
let's hope so.
down to media.
Is it Dino?
Yeah. Bots are worth it, guys. Well, they're worth it. Like if you're you just got to understand. Don't expect a bot. Like I know everybody wants 25x in a day. Like if you're transacting $100 and the bot's making you $1 that day, you know,
Right.
you can't expect to make $100 a day for a bot making you $100 a day when you're only risking $100. That's the thing. It takes money to make money and make your money work for you. Like so, you're willing to put the risk. Johnny blockchain bots, they're going to be working on, the DeFi bots are going to be out there and you're going to have them set up. But if you're putting $100, $200, and remember, he's got to take a cut because he's not charging you to set up. Other bots do. I've heard of companies and I've looked into it. They are not joking, $3,500. And could you imagine if you're like putting $500-$600 and you're earning $6 a day? It's going to take you a long time to recoup your investment. So like, is it worth it at that point? No. But this Johnny blockchain, you can put $100 a day and whatever, you'll get 75 cents then if you make 1% that day because he's taking 25%. But he did all the work, all the bots are his work, so you only pay if you make money. That's the great thing about that. So you just got to ask yourself how much you want trading through a bot. But one thing I will say this is bots don't have emotions. They just trade on indicators and different various things. They're set up to do dollar cost average. They keep track of so many different things that human emotion can't. And a lot of people, and right like that, we're down to 373.
Yeah. Well, somebody had to take profit, so I hope that it's a lot of people that were discouraged. So,
we
if
had
that
an
candle's going to exist,
$11,000 sell.
But for that part, that's now we've closed the gap on the RSI, so I'm a little happy about that. But I don't think that Tina Paltea talking about are bots worth it. The benefit that I have about the bots that I run in Forex is I literally, if I don't have the time, I can turn them off and just not deal with them if I got other things going on. But you got to keep an eye on them and you got to keep checking them and stuff like that. So I mean, if you don't have the time, don't run a bot. And if you do have the time and you get busy or something, just turn it off. So
that sell, that was the big sell. They just sold 29.55 ESCO. They sold 9 minutes ago. 31 minutes ago, they sold 25, and they're down to 50. So they're probably clearing out their bag a little. They were at over 100. So we're basically getting a whale out. So it happens. It happens, Man, I wish I had sold the top. I wish I had my wallet. Instant swing trading. Somebody tell me when this stuff's going to happen. Okay.
Well, if you're doing like 5 to the 5-minute candles and stuff like that, I think you might have seen this coming. So and you might have seen that we were coming out of the RSI. Yeah, we are extremely oversold on the RSI in the 5-minute. So I mean, you might not have seen this pump, but if you're day trading, you're probably going to see, a lot of profit takers right now. I will
say this though, with this pump, when drive does kick in and you see some vaporization, you get that big spike up like that. And who knows? Maybe he knew what he was doing. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you got to think of the positive too. I'd rather see this kind of sell off on a big candle like that as opposed to drive didn't kick in and they were just selling while we're going, and then
that's true.
Hopefully come up. Sellers, you want them to sell and you want them to get out as soon as possible so you can recover and get back on track.
That is true. So Nick Jiang brings up a fair point. Fair to say that if we don't hear any more updates about Vulcan by mid-June, we should be worried about launching by end of the month. That's what I would anticipate. Now people are going to be like, the Greek's negative. The Greek is so negative. He's a negative Nancy. But, I'm just a realist, and
That's true.
Unless you want to have a blockchain with no buzz around it, I would hope you get a week and a half. And how long does it take to set up an exchange? Like we've been talking, we haven't heard anything on that. There's still a lot more Vulcan's not done, people. I think maybe start of next week, let Esco have a little fun. They're working behind the scenes. Maybe they're not just all released. Maybe they're just gonna be like, boom, in a week, we're ready to go. This is the date. Here's our marketing, and they're just gonna like floor us in one day. They could do that. Nodes, we're gonna start setting, like, who knows? They could just come at you in one day. But
Yeah.
I would assume if you don't hear anything by the middle of the month,
It's gonna be in Christmas.
well, remember, guys, Pride is still wrong.
You think Pride is wrong?
I hope he's wrong. They use Drive as exit liquidity. Yeah, they did. But
What do you guys
better
think
that
price
if
of
Drive
Vulcan?
wasn't used and they were just selling to begin
Right.
with.
Yeah.
We're still losing a lot of liquidity because of Drive from 600K to 400K. Yeah. Cornish Crypto says, I've been away for a while. What's the latest on the Vulcan blockchain? End of Q2. That's all we know. Nodes to have till the 21st to KYC. Light nodes are not going to be as easy as basically setting up a web page. So that's going to be easy. You can claim every day. They earn 5% of what the full nodes make, or they're 5% of the pool that the full nodes bring in is for the light nodes, and then they claim that. And Discord has it all. There's a bunch of Medium articles. I would go there, read up on all the Medium articles. We are in beta testnet. They are working on everything in the other testnet. So really, just because they're not progressing towards it doesn't mean they're not working on stuff in it. As you can see on Chris Cruz's screen, we are rebasing. And Kryptonian has joined us.
What's up, gentlemen?
What did you guys see the price of Vulcan going to?
Day one price, so tough. So tough. Day one price, I don't like price predictions.
I'm thinking just whatever I have with my profits from Safuugo to just jump in on day one, because I'm thinking I will probably get more on day one by going in than using my 2.5.
Well, I think your investment in Vol should center around, and people will have their own things, but being a part of Vol is great. Price is great, all that kind of stuff. But holding Vol, you're more concerned about volume. I mean, you can ride the price up and everything like that, but if you want to make a good return, just hold your Vol and push volume through the blockchain, and you're going to be able to flex and powerful. And
You do make a great point. It's more about price stability and volume daily. If you get that, you're making passive income, and then that's huge.
people will want to come in and sell and everything. They won't
That's true. You
realize
can't
what they
stop.
could have.
Obviously, that has to happen. Somebody's
Right.
got to sell. Somebody, like, that's why it's hard to get mad at the sellers. It's like, because one of these days you're going to be the person pressing the sell button and harming the price. It just happens. It's how it happens. We have a super chat from a notorious one. Ian, hope you're feeling better. Go Bears. Packers suck. But I hope you're feeling better. He was in a car accident, so he's recovering. Broke his leg. Used to swing trading one pool. How do we arb between new LPs? Take an ESCO and swap into, say, Kiwi at a cheaper price and swap Kiwi into BNB. You have to make sure that the prices line up between the two pools you're interacting with when you go round robin, that you still can make a profit. Everything closes quickly. If you're going to go into Kiwi with no tax, you just sell your ESCO into Kiwi, swap your ESCO into Kiwi. You hold the Kiwi. Hopefully, the price of ESCO then dips and you get a better profit, and that's how you swing trade that. As for arbitrage, it closes really quickly. I'm just going to say that. It's a very dangerous game. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. It closes so quickly. So by the time you see it with your eyes and you look at charts, you're already too late. So to be safe, swing trade if you anticipate swings. Like right now, you could have made good gains swing trading if you were sitting by your computer, you had Pancake Swap open, like you're ready to go at all times, and you saw that big green candle, you sell. And that's why the dip was even harder, is because people were swinging it, and maybe some are thinking it could go down even further right now, and they're like kind of like sitting on edge trying to buy back in. Who knows? And maybe people are just like, that was good enough profits, and they're staying out. You never know what people are thinking.
Yeah, because I'm thinking we got a leg down before we'll see any kind of turn up. So
And Jocko makes a good point. Day one of Vulcan, not a lot of projects.
right.
Is Safuu going to be on there day one? What's going to go on with that? A lot of these projects that are listed still have things to be done, and they're not going to be. And we still have a lot of growth. So day one might not be as crazy, but understand there is a build-up period. So that has to be expected. And Vulcan price will depend on the timing of release. Hopefully the SEC will go quiet. Ukraine war is over and the markets are bullish. I can dream, can I? Yeah, there's a whole lot of external factors that also affects the price. You have to take that into account. It's not always about what's going on with Vulcan to begin with. But there's still a lot of stuff we haven't heard about with Vulcan that could change the game and really make it crazy. And Ian says, appreciate the kind words, Broski, hanging in there. Can't wait to golf with you. Oh, well, I'll just continue swinging. Thanks for explaining. Go Pack, go. Yeah. Go Bears. Pack suck. But yeah, feel better. I can't wait to beat you on the golf course where we can bet. We can talk crap about the Bears and Packers. Yeah, I was kind of worried because I didn't hear from Ian for a while. He wasn't in my lives, and then he was supposed to come over to hang out when Odie was doing his run, and we couldn't reach him. And then I found out he was in a car accident. So health is most important. So glad to see he's healthy. Glad to see hopefully he's got his Esco. We know he's got his Vulcan, and it's all good that he's back. And if you all mentioned it, sorry, but what do you all think about Uxie? Uxie is obviously dependent on Vulcan. So the more projects you have going through Uxie, obviously the better it is for Uxie. So if Vulcan's successful, Uxie's going to be successful. Everything's tied together. Obviously it is the deck. So the more projects you have, the better Uxie's going to be. In the long run with passive income, I see Uxie as a good play.
Yeah,
now, I don't want people to one thing that I always say is don't expect millions overnight. When you use the word passive income, you also have to take into account if you put a lot of money in, obviously you're going to earn a bigger bag. That's just how it's going to work. But Uxie is a good play. You're going to earn some passively. Plus you get that price appreciation. It's only a $5 price. Is it $5? Yeah, Uxie's $5. You get that price appreciation. Obviously, there's only 300. There are only going to be 1.5 million max. There's through that they're doing. So 300,000 in existence. If they sell out right now, it's not looking like that. I think a lot of people are just like holding on to Esco, even though they said they were going to use their profits for Uxie. So if that's the case, 300,000. That's not a big supply.
Right.
It's going to be really, really, really cool to see what happens with Uxie.
Yeah, it's going to take time. So I think that's
of course time. Yeah, it's a blockchain. Don't expect the blockchain to be roaring from the start. You're going to have people coming in, but it's a build-up period, and it ramps up, and you slowly ramp it up, and it gets better and better and better and better and better and better. Hopefully everything's working day one. That's all you want. We can all take a ramp-up period. Jocko, I was hoping 30-plus projects. Yeah, we're all hoping for the most projects, but it's just a matter of sometimes people don't build till it's out, and that's what happens.
That's what happens. I mean, it may start with 15 to 20, and then it catches notoriety, and then people start looking into it. And then another 10 projects, I think, they start piling in. I think you can hit 30 quickly. I don't think it's going to take a year. We just have to show that I think other projects out there, other devs, just need to see that it works. Other projects are successful. The community has resolved. Because really, the developers they're chasing the community. They want to develop for communities that are going to buy into their projects, right? So I think we've got a great community, and I'm not worried about not having 30 projects at launch. I'm really not. I mean, that'd be great for volume day one.
That's true.
But I'm looking for volume, year 3, year 4, right? I mean, I want to see it sustainable. I want to see it just constantly growing, and just getting, just being adopted more widely over time. I think that's going to be the most impactful over time. Remember, the team is looking at a 20-year plan here. This isn't a 2-year plan.
Exactly.
And that's how you got to look at it. This has always been a passive income play for me. At the end of the day, I'd love for it to pump. I'd love for my node to make $1 million in 1 year. That's obviously not going to happen. But I'm okay with if it's making me $100 a month, I'll be okay with that. It's making me something at the end of the day, something that I didn't have. So I'm going to be okay with that. Obviously, that's the worst case scenario, but you just got to look at the long-term player, guys. And that's what I'm doing.
And also, I'm just thinking of this, just think about everything in your life. When you're let's say you're cliff diving, nobody wants to be the first to jump off the cliff. They want to see somebody else do it, succeed, and then go, okay, he made it. He didn't die, so boom, I'll try it. So it's the same thing with this blockchain. Like being the first project, there's a lot of risks you're associating. Do you want to be the first? Let others go in. It's kind of like the Apple model. Let Android figure all the kinks out of everything they run, and then make it yourself, and then say, "Oh, look what we have now." And that's a lot of people are like that. So I anticipate a growing period. I anticipate once you have the blockchains released, people are going to be like, and if you have a pink sale partnership, be like where you can have meme coin central. I don't care if it's a meme coin a day. Volume. People are buying.
and I think that I know that we're talking about the 30 project or whatever. I mean, I think there's a
Sorry,
lot
guys.
on the. Yeah, you sound
Sorry, guys,
better.
about my mic. All right, is it better? My bad, guys.
No,
Is it me or Kryptonian sounds like a Decepticon?
Yeah,
He
he
does.
does.
Yep, that's a good point.
All
Is it
right,
Decepticon?
I'll bounce out and I'll be right back, guys.
All right, man.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of projects on the side right now. I think that once Vulcan gets up, we got the projects that are there. You'll see some volume, and I think that there's going to be a lot of projects that are going to be lining up that are ready to go that are on other blockchains wanting to be a part of Vulcan, but they're going to wait till after the launch and everything like that.
And it makes sense. It's kind of like Greek token to be one of them. Like, yeah, I could probably be the first. Yeah, I care about the community and stuff, but there's also let the blockchain come out. You get the kinks out, and then you come in once things are figured out. It's much easier. You know how things operate. Like right now, we still don't know how new users are going to on and off ramp. So if you're a project, how can you be planning right now when you don't even know the on and off ramp of the blockchain right now?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a negative thing, but user acquisition is one of the hardest things. Like, think of the first time you bought a BSC token, like that learning curve. That's going to be a learning curve for every single person.
Yep.
Obviously, for me, who's done it, now it's going to be easier. Now that I get the intricacies, but like you have to do that for everybody. How do you add the new network to your wallet? We're going to have those issues. Trust Wallet doesn't let you do it on an iPhone. The new network. So there's all kinds of stuff that's going to be, and hopefully, I'm not talking. We're going to find these answers out, and as soon as we do, that's what the projects are waiting for.
Oh yeah,
a lot of that's going to come, and it could happen like. It could be a week's worth where you're just getting bombarded with information. Like once this ship's ready to sail, they're going to start, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to be really interesting. So, Peter Schubert says new ESCO pairs with too low liquidity won't boost price much. Need bigger communities.
Yep,
I agree. We're going to get to them. I think what he wanted to do is you had a bunch of people in the community. So what do? You pair the liquidities. Obviously he put a little more liquidity in Drip. Drip's got a big community. It's going to take time for them to understand what's going on and get to know ESCO. It's easy with Kiwi, with 1, with 2. These are community projects. You just bring them in and you set them up. Yeah, it's going to take a while. Volume's just going to keep increasing with the more pairs you go. And when the price keeps going up and people see that's working, obviously it's only been 5 days. Like you got to give things some time. This is still fresh and new. Obviously, that chart's looking still good, so I'm not worried. You shouldn't be worried. And I think people were under the assumption that the arbitrage was going to be like really easy to do, and that's where I think some of this comes in. Is they're like, Yeah, the arbitrage is way tougher, and there's no arbitrage opportunities. We need more pairs, but adding more pairs, what's going to happen? It's just going to level out really quick. As soon as you add a new pair, it levels out.
Yep.
Once you have 500 pairs, you have 500 ways in and out, and it's going to expand the ecosystem. It's going to be a good thing for burning, for all this stuff. There's more that goes into it. You'll have people swing trading on 500 different pairs. You know, you can do all kinds of, and once you start swing trading and doing all that trading, arbitrage opportunities will open up. So you always got to be on the lookout. Cornish Crypto, I made a lot of money getting into the BitGert blockchain early on and hoping Vulcan could do the same. Patience is the key to success. That's exactly right. You must be patient.
Cornish Crypto is, I'm a fan now. Yeah, good job, buddy. I believe in that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, patience is key. How does my mic sound, guys? Sound better?
It's
the same.
Still off.
Oh, man. I'm in the truck, guys. I'm just gonna listen.
All right. Peter Schubert says causing a drain in their own product price. One thing you got to think about is people like me got in. My average dollar cost average is 210. So right now, each ESCO I own is $153 in profit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a lot of people like that. Now, some are realizing their profits here, and others are entering here. Right now, you're at an accumulation stage. Things don't just go up and up and up and up and up. And yeah, it times in with him adding these other pairs. But what that's doing is every single pair you add more eyeballs on the protocol. These people are now going to be entering. Anybody who is in the drip community who might want to enter is entering right now at the price of $351 or whatever the drip ESCO price is if they hold drip. So that's creating a floor. So I wouldn't worry too much. We're still early. Dino Rex Gaming made $2.5 million getting early in Ed blockchain. Nice. 2,900x did from ground floor.
29,000.
Awesome. 29,000. Jeez, 29,000. Yeah, I'm blind. Yeah, that's amazing. That's what can happen in Vulcan, and it's not going to be overnight. You know, it's going to be a while. Remember, things take stability, more projects, more things, and we're going to make it. So that's the end of the comments. It's an hour 37 minutes. I think I'm going to end it here. Guys, Prado is going to be live on my channel tomorrow. I may throw a video out, may not. Please support Prado. We're also going to have Crypto Pride at night, 7 o'clock. He's going to have the drip guy on. So what's the guy's name again?
Drip Coach.
Drip Coach, that's it. So please watch Crypto Pride at night. I'll probably be on with Pride. Who knows? But yep. Thank you, Kryptonian, for joining for the few minutes with your crazy mic. Thank you, Compton, for joining.
Guys.
Now he sounds normal.
Thank you, Crypto Pride, for joining. And last but not least, thank you, Chris Cruz, for joining. Everybody, remember to have a great night. And together, stay strong. We're all going to make it. Love you all. Never